in the Q&A class that we did the other weekend, under endocrine issues number C, 18 pituitary. Okay. And you had under pituitary, the comment was hypothalamus regulates other glands, frankincense and myrrh. Would this be equally applicable for an age-related situation where a person is aging?
Wait, say it again. What are we addressing?
Is it so on the pituitary gland?
Right.
Okay. And the hypothalamus, according to the notes that I wrote down in class.
Right.
Is this equally applicable for an age-related situation where a person is aging and their body's beginning not to work quite as well as it used to? So could we dose up on frankincense and myrrh to?
Yeah, you could do that. I would say I would do both. I would do frankincense and myrrh mixed together.
Okay.
And I would do like either Sylvester pine or black spruce at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah. Niaouli would also work in this.
Okay.
Vitex will work for men and women. And Vitex does treat a couple of things for male issues, but they're like really severe issues in the pelvis, and so a lot of times I don't usually talk about them unless somebody directly asks about it. And so usually I just use Vitex for women, just because there is some hormonal mimicking that happens with some of like progesterone and things like that, and so with Vitex. And so I tend to go Sylvester pine or black spruce for everybody.
Yeah.
But if there's menstrual cycle issues, or the woman's like starting to be late 30s, early 40s, I start doing it just as like a tonic for the reproductive organs. And
okay.
So, would still affect the pituitary, but black spruce and Sylvester pine are amazing for the pituitary. And then the frankincense and myrrh is really super good for stimulating glandular secretions through the whole system and toning the hypothalamus.
Okay. So if a person like, okay, I'm now the tender age of 70 years old, and I know some of my body isn't working quite as well. So just start mixing a little frankincense and myrrh, put it on neat.
I would take it internal, to be honest with you.
Internal. Okay.
Yeah. Couple drops.
Okay.
The Sylvester pine and the black spruce, you could get away with putting several drops like on your wrist and then just rubbing them together like that.
Okay.
Or on the top of your feet. But the frankincense and myrrh, I'd take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah. And so one of the other things that I would suggest also is you could do long-term Moroccan thyme.
Okay.
The Moroccan thyme would reduce inflammation in the body, which as we get older just slows down the aging process, strengthening to the thymus and inflammatory processes and things, but also for men, it's also strengthening to male reproductive organs. And so just like, a couple drops internally, it would just be like toning, like, you know what I mean? It's, if there was some serious issue, you could go and try to do things like a bit stronger, but for just like a little bit of, because the issue there, both for men and women, as we get older, as the reproductive hormones start to fluctuate, that does affect our immunity. It does make us more susceptible to getting sick. It makes us more susceptible to not getting better faster, all those things. And so
just generally energy levels,
general energy, and a little pep in your step. And the thing too is, you don't even notice them, but it's tied to a little bit of brain function It can improve like bowel movements, you know, like when the reproductive
Yeah.
glands are regulated.
Yeah.
It does a bunch of stuff we don't even think about.
Yeah.
And so, you know, keeping that strong and healthy, it's important, not just for you know, sex drive and all of that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's fine, but there's a bunch of other processes that also need to be addressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
And then go ahead